This is the warning. I am in Normandy, France. I'm in Beny-sur-Mer, the site of the Canadian cemetery. When I think about Canada, I think about the sovereign nation to America's north, under assault by the Trump regime, the dignity of the Canadian people attacked, and I think about the sacrifices that were made here in Normandy for liberty and for freedom. And I think about, with the deepest outrage, something that Americans have forgotten. When we think about the case of Abrego Garcia, an American who has been accused from the highest office in the land of being a terrorist, of being a gang member, with no evidence whatsoever. This invasion of France, the liberation of a continent from evil, was planned in the very same Oval Office where Mr. Garcia was smeared by the fascist Stephen Miller and smeared by the fascist president Donald Trump. The very same office where the invasion of Europe was planned and debated between Franklin Roosevelt and Winston Churchill. And then, one day, suddenly, a long time coming and perfectly clear for some of us, it was right there. Donald Trump declared he was above the law. His regime would not follow federal court rulings. He's opted out. If he decrees that an American citizen is to be shipped off to an El Salvadoran gulag, then so be it. The rule of law is collapsing within the oldest constitutional republic in the world, but not in Canada, not the nation to the north. What is it about the Canadian character that makes the Canadian love freedom more than the American, that makes the Canadian respect civil liberties and human dignity more than the American? Tomorrow, I'll have the heartbreaking experience of traveling inside the American cemetery in Colville-sur-Mer, where all of the graves face west towards home, back across the Atlantic Ocean that they crossed and died in Europe to protect the American people, the American way of life. Now 80 years on from that sacrifice, desecrated by an American president and a fascist regime who embraced the dogma of Adolf Hitler that says, I am a king, I am a Führer, I am absolute, and if I wish to send you to a concentration camp, I have the power to do it. And lest anybody think I'm exaggerating, let's behold the desecrations that took place in the United States of America. Here in France, there is American treasure buried. It's not gold. It can't be put into a machine. It was our young men who died for freedom and liberty next to their brothers from Canada and Great Britain and Poland and Denmark and Belgium and all the free nations of the world, all of the United Nations, all of these countries whom Americans share values with, that Donald Trump has decreed to be our enemies as he gets on his knees for Vladimir Putin and desecrates at every conceivable level the rule of law with corrupt acts and the actions of a dictator. What a contemptible man. And let me say this, here in Normandy, his scumbaggery has never been clearer. Watch and learn, see what they are doing, hear their words, and understand it was everything that was fought against in this place. And that is the warning. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is the warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel and on Substack. Thank you.